early, obviously, because it's only May. But
Right. You know, our group has a chance to be special. You know, we come in and work hard. Um, Guys are having a good time. We're having fun. You know, they're dedicating themselves to learning the playbook, and you know, it's the off season, so you never really know. You know, we hope everybody can stay healthy and just continue to come with the right attitude and the right work ethic, and then we'll see what we put on the field.
How much of a fan are you of the no huddle? Apparently, you guys are going to run it a lot this year. Do you see all the ingredients there to make it work here?
Yeah. I love whatever coach is going to call. You know, I trust and respect in his game plan and everything that the coaches do here. And so if they want us to be on the ball, then it's up to us to make sure we get in good shape this offseason and you know, get things going that way. And you know, like I said, I trust in everything that he's doing, and we got the players to go out there and make the plays.
Kenny, your thoughts on the league's anthem policy?
I mean, I feel like you guys know how I would feel about the anthem policy. I just want to continue to focus on the work that I'm doing, the work that, you know, the rest of these guys are doing in our communities to try to make change. I really don't want to, you know, get involved in like some back and forth, more divisiveness than we already have going.
Did you have a chance to talk to Mr. Ross before the vote or since?
I have not. I haven't had any communication with Mr. Ross about it, but you know, I understand you know, his thoughts on it. We've talked plenty of times, obviously, throughout the last couple of years, and I know where his stance is on it. And yeah.
Do you have an opinion on the policy? I mean, on the process by which that policy came to be?
As far as the voting and players not being involved, and yeah, I mean, a couple of things that I've read, basically, as far as being in the community and trying to you know, lead and do things the right way and try to make change. When the time comes when, you know, I have to make a decision, then I'll make a decision.
Do you feel silenced?
Do I feel silence? I mean, no. I'm right here talking to you guys right now. Whenever I have a message to get out, I seem to find a way to get my message out. I think all the people that know me and talk to me and work with me understand what I'm trying to do and what a lot of guys are trying to do. And so, I mean, at some point, you know, I think that's what the policy is trying to do. But at the end of the day, we're going to continue to get out, get the work done, and try and make change like we have been.
Kenny, on this topic, how would you feel about being a free agent right now?
That's a good question. But I mean, like, look at what's happening to the guys that have protested, that are free agents. That's my answer to the question.
You said last year that you felt like the mission was being lost based on how people had hijacked what the protest was about, and then you reversed course when Trump came out and said what he said. Do you understand where the owners are coming from in terms of, okay, this is what's being intended is not being achieved?
Yes, yeah, I do understand that that the message has been changed, but I also understand that, you know, as you know, the NFL being the most watched sport in the United States and one of the most watched sports in the world, you know, they have an opportunity to kind of set the bar, set the standard, to change the narrative and write the narrative how they want it to. And you know, I just feel like from the beginning, if the narrative would have been set one way, and the league would have had our backs, and really put the message out there the right way and tried to educate people on the work that we're doing and why we're doing it, we might be in a different place than we are right now.
How do you feel about the impact you've made beyond the protests, the other parts of this movement, some of the stuff you mentioned, and some of the stuff we know you've been involved in locally the last couple of years?
Honestly, I always feel like I can do more, but this past off season, this past season, it's a great feeling for me. It was an honor to be recognized and put out there for Walter Payton Man of the Year, and then the work that I've been doing, and then the road trip that I went on. I'm just really encouraged, honestly, by all the work that I'm seeing other people doing across the country, and it inspires me to continue to want to do more.
How many miles you put on the boat?
So I didn't end up taking the bus. I took an RV with one of my buddies that we rented from a place around the corner from here, and I don't know how many miles it was, but we hit a bunch of states here throughout the South, and we're able to connect with a lot of young with a lot of groups, a lot of grassroots organizations that are doing some amazing work.
you think you can continue to do that going forward?
The road trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to continue to do the road trip, get other guys involved. It was kind of done on like a last-minute thing this year. I kind of put a message up on Instagram for guys that were interested in getting involved, and I had some people hit me up. But it'd be cool to do something yearly where we get out there, you know, get in the RV, go out, do some mentoring, do some football camps, and really just kind of spread the love and let people know that we're here for them, and you know, that it's not just the protests that we're involved in, that we're actually trying to get out there and make some change.
Any highlights of the trip?
Highlights of the trip, it's hard to pick one, but being able to go to the different museums and learn more about the civil rights movement, that's probably the thing that I feel the most.
Can you name a few of the states you went to?
Yeah, so we went from here to we were in Atlanta, we were in South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Louisiana. I flew out to California to speak at another conference. I put it all up on my Twitter, so everything's on there.
No, we did the March of Selma, right?
Yep.
What was that experience like?
Honestly, I'm a pretty emotional person, so just thinking, you know, going over the bridge and picturing and visualizing some of the pictures that I've actually seen, just, you know, it just, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm an emotional person, so I got there, and it's like almost like I was there. And like I continue to read up and freshen up on my history and learn more about the civil rights movement. And, you know, it's something that just very appreciative of all the people that have sacrificed their lives to try and make the world a better place, to try and make this country a better place. And I feel like that's all I'm trying to do.
Kenny, you still hopefully have many years to go in this game, but once your playing career is over, can you envision yourself doing some sort of work along what you just described in the community?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I want to do. I had people jokingly talk to me about getting into politics, but I don't think that's something that I'd want to be involved in. But yeah, I think just working with nonprofits, mentoring, trying to, you know, speak some positivity into young adults' lives. You know, it's been great. The way that Coach Jace is bringing in all these high school teams. High school teams get to come to practice. I get to talk to them on the sideline and just let them know, hey, you know, there's adults in your lives, there's these coaches in your lives, there's teachers. They're trying to lead you in the right direction. So I know you might not like what they're telling you, or you might not really agree with it, but these people have years on you. They have experience, and they're just trying to give you some of that wisdom and knowledge so you don't make the same mistakes that they've made. And when I get out there and talk to these kids, most of the time it's about just, you know, setting goals and surrounding yourself with the right people and making the right decisions. And sometimes people just need to hear that because, you know, you don't have other people in your life trying to lead you in the right direction. And so, yeah, that's a long answer to your question. But, yeah, it's something that I want to do. I feel like that's how you got to get your hands dirty to really make some type of change.
You know, an awful lot of people say, I'm not going to run, and they wind up running.
Yeah, no, I don't really think it's for me. I feel like it's just, I don't really want to get into it, but yeah, I don't think it's for me.
Hey, what do you think about, like, I'm not exactly sure how to phrase this, but you've been celebrated for some of the things that you've done. The team has given you the Community Service Award, like you said, you were the nominee for the Walter Payton Award, but you're also like one of the faces of this thing that the league is trying to snuff out.
So what's the question?
Well, I mean, how do you reconcile that contradiction?
Yeah, I
How do
mean,
you navigate that?
all I can do is continue to do the work that I've been doing. Like I said, the people here that work for the Miami Dolphins organization see and recognize the work that I'm doing, and know really who I am as a person, and that's all I can really stand and focus on. I understand that they're gonna, they put this policy in place, and it's, I guess at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Kenny, I've got a football question for you. I was asking Danny Amendola and Frank Gore about quarterbacks and how their influence can run all throughout a team, even though they don't play defense or special teams. You play with a probable Hall of Famer, but in general, how does a quarterback's influence filter all throughout the team? Is it is it just making plays, or do you have to go pat guys on the defense on the helmet? And how does a quarterback do that?
I mean, it differs by guy, but you know, I think Ryan does a great job of not only, you know, relating to the guys on the offense, talking to the guys on the offense, but getting over and talking a little trash to the guys on defense. You know, not feeling like he's uncomfortable to go over there and you know, talk some trash and get things going. You know, if we need that spark in practice, and yeah, so I mean, it differs. It differs by quarterback.
You've been there with him for now, what is this, 3 years?
4.
What is the difference that you're seeing in him, if any?
I mean, players are always going to grow and get better over time. You know, he's been the same guy since I've showed up here as far as work ethic, attitude, you know, how he carries himself when he comes to work. But at the same time, I think he's just, you know, getting more comfortable, you know, with who he is and the player that he is, and knowing, you know, how hard he works, and the fact that we all respect that and we see that. And obviously, I mean, not obviously, but I think when he got hurt a couple of years ago, he was playing the best football that he's ever played. And, you know, we're just hoping that, you know, we continue to work together so that we can get back, you know, to where he was and get back to where we were as a team.
Did it make you gain a greater appreciation for him the year you spent without him?
I mean, I already appreciated him a bunch, but I mean, he's our guy. And so, you know, you miss not having him out there, miss the chemistry that we had. But I mean, we got him back now, so.
Kenny, with the changes in the
question, guys.
receiving core, how excited are you at the possibility of getting more opportunities in the passing game?
How excited am I at getting more opportunities in the passing game? I mean, obviously, I think any receiver would love, you know, the opportunity to get more balls. But, you know, I think the more success we have as a team, the ball spread around. You know, with the guys we brought in, the guys that we already have. We all got to get out there and start making plays. That way the defense doesn't know what we're doing. And so I'm just excited for us to get out there, have our quarterback back, and get some of these new guys out there and start making plays.
Thanks, guys.
Good to see you.